Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome back. Sparky Off-Road here. It is a lovely rainy day here in Ohio, if you can't tell. But it's also t-shirt weather because, well, who the fuck knows? Ohio is ridiculous. Anyway, today, we're going to clean up this garage because it has become a mess. We're going to get that body off that frame. And we're going to look at what all I've already got done to the 4runner while I wasn't recording. Stick around. It's going to be a good one. Let's go. Okay, now that the cleanup's done, let's get to picking up the body. What my plan here is I got these two 3/8 eye-loop bolts. I just put them through the body mount bolts of the seats right there. My plan is to take this ratchet strap, hook it to the bolt, wrap it around the dash bar, back to the other bolt, then come in with the engine hoist, and pick the whole thing up and hopefully set it down right there out of the way. Then I'm probably going to move the frame around a little bit and try to clean up some more of this stuff and get crap more organized because right now it's a disaster. But I'm going to get to setting this up and let's see how this works out. Okay, so that was a little harder than I expected, but we got her done. This here, I'm thinking it's like a fuel line or something, was still stuck underneath it on the bottom. And I think it's the speedo cable was wrapped around the frame there. But we got it. Now, I'll take these two loops and try to hang this from the ceiling so I don't have to bend down to work on it. So, that's what we're going to do now and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm not going to even pretend to lie. That wasn't very graceful at all. And I definitely want to find either some cinder blocks or some jack stands to set this thing on. But I don't have any of those at the moment, so this kind of sketchy trapeze thing will have to work. I'd also like to get it up a little higher. But as you can see now clearly without the body on it, this thing, I don't want to say rust free because obviously there's rust on it, but there is zero rot at all, which is exactly what I wanted. So now I have to wire wheel and grind everything. Well, first I'm going to unbolt everything and cut all the brackets off I don't need. Shock mounts, undo the sliders, don't need those on there. The bumper's welded on, so I can't take that off. But I need to pull all these lines off, take the leaf springs off, power steering box off, and I think, from kind of what I can see, that's everything. Just strip it down to bare frame, plus, you know, the essentials. Brackets for like the exhaust, I'm not going to cut those off. The gas tank mounts, I'm going to leave those for now. I'm undecided if I'm going to just use the stock gas tank or try to fit one up in here. It's kind of tucked up and protected versus the ones on the Toyotas that hang down real low. I mean, you can see the mount for it there, just to give you an idea of how low it sits. And I think that's the top of the tank if I remember correctly. I think it hangs below that. But progress. Let's start stripping this thing. Alright guys, I think that's just about going to wrap it up for this video. It is 7:30. Dinner is done and waiting for me, and I am tired. Especially after staying up all night last night with New Year's Eve party celebrations. I'm just ready to relax for the day. But I am happy. I got the body off the frame. I got the sliders off. I do not like this mounting system at all, even remotely. Can't pretend to like it. It is a pain in the ass. As you saw, I had to beat them off because all the bolts were stuck and wedged on the frame. I don't know how the hell they got that together, but that was a pain in the ass to remove. So real quick before I go, I will tell you what all I've gotten accomplished with this guy. Clearly I've got the front clip removed, you know, the hood, the bumper, the fenders, the grill. I got the doors off. Interior is stripped. The bolts are off, or bolts are removed for the top, but I'm gonna say this has never been removed because I cannot for the life of me get it off. Now I know I'm not as strong as I used to be, especially with my knee, but it should not be that stuck. And I know for a fact I got every bolt out before someone says it. All of the bolts are out. So eventually I'm just going to have a buddy come over and hopefully the two of us can break it loose. But I figured I'd show you the floor in here too. As you can see back there, there's a lot of rust holes. That plastic thing is covering a hole. The back seat, whatever you want to call it, the back seat area is completely gone. Neither of those body mounts are holding on to anything. Right here behind the front seats is clean, but the floorboards, there's, as you can see, nothing left of those. Neither one of those body mount bolts are doing a damn thing. I did notice a couple rust holes, like right here through the firewall. It's whatever, I'm not that worried about it. These bolts are actually doing something, so 6 of the 10 are holding on, which is good enough for me, I guess. Sorry, almost dropped you. I am kind of concerned because all the bolts holding the seats in were only finger tight. I've taken this thing off-road 2 or 3 times, drove it on the road numerous times, laid it on its side a couple times, and I could have just had my seat come undone at any moment. That kind of pisses me off that someone would be that reckless and not even tell me. But anyway, I'm going to get this cleaned up real quick and I'm going to go eat dinner. Next video we will be removing leaf springs, removing the lines that are in the way, cutting off everything I don't need. I need to go buy a grinder and some flap discs and some cutting wheels and some wire wheels and jack stands in a jack eventually. It sucks not having the tools you need to do stuff, but that's the way of life when you're young and dumb and just getting started out. But I got a basic hand tool set, and so far I'm doing pretty okay. But like I said, end of the video. Have a good day, y'all. Let's make 22 a good year. Peace.